class, go ahead and pause your screen to watch the bell work for today. You will have 2 video lectures to watch for this day. Okay, so for today's lecture, we're going to be talking about social behavior, specifically social behavior of animals. First, I want you to go back and watch the lecture that's from Khan Academy that's posted before you watch this lecture because it speaks more about human behavior. But right now we're talking about not only human behavior, but social behavior seen in other animals. And social behavior is interactions between individuals, and most of the time this occurs between animals of the same species, but not always. For example, we can speak to our dogs, right? We can whistle and we can elicit a response from them, and that shows that we are interacting in a social way. Social behaviors are learned and develop as evolutionary adaptations. One of the types of social behaviors is agonistic behaviors, and these types of social behaviors are going to be a contesting behavior against another animal in a species, and it is most of the time in response to accessing resources, and it results in submissive and threatening rituals, but it usually does not result in harm or violence. So most of the time these agonistic behaviors are to prevent violence, such as a threatening posture or a loud bark, but they are to prevent violence, and violence should not, or most of the time does not, ensue. The dominance hierarchy type of social behavior is where there is a social ranking order which is linear in direction. That means there is one individual from the species is on the top of this hierarchy, and the other individuals are not. This establishes an individual's place in the social group. The division of labor makes cooperation more efficient and effective. And here we want to think of an alpha versus an omega. Alpha are the number one in the pack. So they are the alphas, and then you might have an omega under them, which is the second in line. And then after that, we get many betas that come in the social order after them. Animals that exhibit this behavior include dolphins, wolves, and gorillas. Altruistic behavior is a unconscious, selfless behavior that may be disadvantageous to the individual acting or making this behavior, but it's beneficial to the others in this group. And this is the one that kind of I want you to think about. So if we're talking about how is this going to increase the longevity of a species, that's something I want you to think about, and we're going to be talking more about that upcoming. And so what kind of behavior do you think these 2 polar bears are exhibiting? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. Looks like they're both making loud noises, and they're both in a higher stance, and potentially getting fur stuck up on their back. And I would say this one is more agonistic behavior. It's a threatening posture, and they don't really want to fight. So if one of the bears is able to kind of scare off or threaten the other bear, maybe a fight won't ensue. And beta fish, they actually aren't even able to stay in the same environment as another beta fish because they will harm each other. And this is representative of a dominance hierarchy because actual harm will take place to establish the alpha in this group. Although they're called beta fish, they have this fight to try to see who is highest in the social ranking. And then we have some monkeys here, and one of their altruistic behaviors is picking off the bugs or the dirt from their monkey friends. And this is a social behavior exhibited by monkeys, and many other primates that falls under altruistic behavior. So here are some examples of each type of behavior we just categorized. Agonistic behaviors. They can include sounds, movement, posturing, or social actions. So sounds include growling, squawking, roaring, and neighing. Movements include bearing, circling, so like kind of swarming or circling each other. Stomping, flapping, twisting, or snapping of beaks, raising extremities. Posturing would include raising the feathers or raising the hair or fur on the back of an animal's skin. And social actions would include attempting to steal or throw food. In the dominance hierarchy, you really could benefit from thinking about herd dynamics. So there's going to be kind of a leader in the herd, and the others follow. Social animals that exhibit dominance hierarchy behaviors include dolphins, wolves, gorillas, and many bird species. You can also think of the lion's pride, how there is a dominant male lion, and the rest of the pride follows suit. And this establishes a pecking order. Altruistic behaviors that are seen in nature and in animals include feeding of the young, warning of others in the species of upcoming predators, and caring for the queen bee and the bumblebee species. I'm about to show the exit ticket, so please don't leave this lecture yet. And here is your exit ticket. Go ahead and pause the screen and finish the exit ticket for today, and I look forward to hearing from all of you soon. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon in a virtual way.